Hello there, welcome back to Simon Shed. It is time for another layout update on the Severn Valley Railway, my N-gauge version of part of the Severn Valley Railway. But yeah, first, welcome back. I'm really getting back into model railways and getting back into the channel at the moment, trying lots of different things. You may have seen the tornado video and the Halloween special, and also done a couple of live streams as well. So yeah, trying new things out, still keeping the layout updates coming, and working on the layout more than ever, to be honest. But yeah, it's all good. Still sort of refining the live streams and making those better, but I've got loads of ideas for that, and one in particular which I'll keep secret for now, but should be really exciting if I can make it work. And yeah, I'm thinking of sort of doing video that's not a layout update, and then the next week another one, and then the week after that will be a layout update, and then either a week off or maybe a live stream. But yeah, trying to keep the videos coming and filling in the gaps between the layout updates with more videos. But let's get on with this update for now. So coming up, we've got lots of little jobs, and one big job which was building Arley Station House, and also yeah, I'm going to do a bit of an update on what comes next after Arley Station. But first, here's a message from my dad, sent after the last layout update.
Hello and welcome to the first edition of Dad's Shed. Put this video together after watching a recent edition of my son's videos. He had a problem with a south facing window, which you can see here. We've got the same sort of issue, so we've decided to offer a better solution. There's the window. And if you watch Simon Shed video, you'll see his solution was to put some sort of blanket or something over the top. So we've come up with a better solution. So here it is. You go to Dunelm shop. Oh, sorry, we go to the Range shop, and you buy a blackout blind. And it operates like this. Solution: no sunlight on the tarmac.
Okay, the cleaning train just going past on cleaning duties there, but I just wanted to been on a quick shopping spree, and we have bought some kind of train related stuff, or at least shed related goodies. I mentioned a while ago the pictures on the shed wall here keep falling off, so I found these picture frames, which just really sort of low cost. I think the this size was only sort of 50p, and these were £1, and this was about £5. So yeah, just been to the Range. Tweezers, because my sort of needle nose tweezers seem to have gotten bent at the ends somehow, so very useful for model railways, especially N-gauge. Some nice tweezers, and these were £2, so that's a bit of a bargain. Been meaning to get some better wire strippers for a while. I think these were £5. Looks like the track is getting cleaner, because the train has managed to make it all the way around without getting stuck on the dirty rails, so that's good. So yeah, we'll give that a try. And a 6-foot, I can't really get it in shot, roller blind for the window. As I said last episode, the printed tarmac sheet was sort of getting washed out we think, by the light. So you saw me lash up a very quick and dirty sort of fix for that, just putting some dust sheets over the window. And yeah, my dad saw that video and was a bit distraught at the bodge job, so yeah, 20 quid for that, so we'll put that up. I'm glad I got the 6-foot one because I think it needs all of that. So we've got wire cutters there, and I think you adjust it with this for different wire sizes. Try and get it on camera. Pretty good. It's certainly going to be better than using my teeth, which is what I was doing before. Job number 1 then. Let's put the pictures in the frames. And there we go. Picture frame's done. That looks a bit more presentable now. Just have to get some more for the odd one or two that still haven't got a frame. And get some more pictures for down there. Job number 2. Let's put the blind up. There we go. No much better solution. Another thing I've bought in my quest to stop card kits discolouring is this supposed to be UV blocking film for the windows. So I'm going to try that as well. And there's nothing on that one, but we've got a sheet on that one, and it doesn't seem to make any difference to the visibility, although the windows do need a clean from the outside. So yeah, I'll stick the rest of that on, and that's another angle to make absolutely sure we don't have to keep rebuilding these card kits. So all I've been doing to fit this stuff is just spraying some water on the windows. Then you just peel the backing off the sheet, and there's a sticky side, and obviously you stick the sticky side onto the window, and then trusty credit card, and just sort of squeegee out any little bubbles. I think I've got most of them out. Yeah, I'll stick the details. I think I just got this off eBay. Wasn't too expensive, and seems pretty good. So yeah, I'll whack the details on screen if you're interested in that. Now, right back at the start, when I was installing the frame for the layout, you might remember we put in this liftable bridge section by the door, and it's worked pretty well up until a couple of weeks ago, when we were getting constant derailments over this point. And what I've done is, what I always had in my head is, if this works then that's fine, but as soon as it starts causing me problems, I'm just going to screw it down and make it non-liftable, because the sort of running reliability takes priority over being able to get in and out easier. I might put a step where Tilly is, so I can step up and sort of over there. But it's not too bad at the moment. You can sort of hop over or crawl under. But yeah, as I say, I'll put a step maybe if it becomes a problem. So what I've done, as you can tell by these wooden beams, is I've just screwed it down so it's not going anywhere anymore. And it was this track that was causing the problem, so I've snipped out the offending section, and I think actually I took it all the way back to here. I think all of this is newly laid track, and here there is no joint anymore. It's just one continuous run, so we get nice smooth running. The other joints are still in place, and basically as soon as they give me any problems at all, they will get ripped out and replaced with a straight run of track. As I say, it's I just don't want anything to hinder the running of the trains. So that's another little job I've been doing. Yes, the big one, a bit of an epic project, building Arley Station House. Here we go. This is what I used. We got the Yoo-hoo glue stick, the craft knife, pencil, steel ruler, and the rocket card glue, and 1mm thick grey board, and just normal photocopier paper for the printouts. So yeah, it's going to be a card building and printed brick paper, all scratch built, apart from a couple of bits I stole from the Scale Scenes GWR station kit. So initially I just worked out some measurements for the building and translated them into N scale, and drew out a sort of elevation of, just to make sure it looked right, and made sure for example, the pitches of the roofs and things looked okay. And I started at the end of the building nearest to the bridge, which is like a single story, fairly simple box, so I thought that'd be a good place to start. So that's the two walls, and the three pointy bits at the bottom are just strengtheners really. The main end of the building is over there on the left, so I've measured those up, drew them out and cut them out nice and neatly. Now that's what we're trying to achieve. So I've got plenty of photos and measurements, and that is actually a photo of the O scale version of Arley Station, so I reference that quite a lot, as well as loads of other photos. And here we have a sheet of paper from paperbrick.co.uk, which is what I use to get the right colour bricks, and just stick that on and wrap it round. So I'll go into a bit more detail for the first section. One neat little trick that I did, you can see those are drain pipes. So this is an idea I stole from the Scale Scenes kit. If you fold over that sort of drain pipe coloured paper and stick it sort of just poking out at the end of the walls, you can create the illusion of tiny little drain pipes. So that's it folded over, and that's what it looks like when it's stuck on. And you'll see once the walls of the building go together how it looks. But yeah, it's a really good little trick to add that tiny little detail to your buildings. Now, interiors. I'm not doing an interior for this building. I don't think it will ever possibly be seen. I've done it before and it's just been a waste of time because you just can't see it. So just a very simple sort of interior canvas I'm just adding, just in case you ever do get a glimpse that it's not bare cardboard. So the doors are from the Scale Scenes kit, the GWR small station, and marked it all out and cut out the doorways. And we're using two thicknesses of 1mm grey board for the main walls. And as you can see, we cut through the first layer, and you can stick the door on the bottom layer and give the illusion of a bit of depth. So the initial walls start to go together, and we wrap the wall in brick paper, and you can see where I've cut for the windows to be sort of pushed inwards and wrapped around. Very messy on the back, but nice and neat on the front. Struggled to get those archways sort of rounded enough. Then I came up with a nice little trick for the windows, which you can see the paper stuck in a square just around the edge on the inside, and again that is just a tiny slither of paper stuck onto some clear plastic, and you'll see how that comes out in a minute. And the roof tiles, again from the Scale Scenes kit. There we go, there's the window looking at it from the front, and I'm rather pleased with that idea of just normal white A4 paper, cutting it up and sticking it around the edge on the inside. It gives you a nice illusion of a window frame. And we start to stick the first walls together and get the first sort of third of the building. Now there are a couple of round windows at the side of the station house, and I got a perfectly round cut which I cheated with and used a hole punch, which I thought was a very good idea. They might not quite be exactly the right scale size, but I'll take the neatness of the hole punch holes over the exact scale size. So yeah, made the sort of middle section in a very similar way, and you can see that going on, and I've left the initial roof section sort of overhanging a bit so I can cut away part of the roof of the middle section like that. And when you look at it from the outside, it looks like they're nice and neatly joined together. You can also see the those white plastic things are small squares from yorkmodelrail.com, which came in very handy for keeping everything square, and they're magnetic so they hold it all together while the glue's drying. And the chimney pots are just coloured paper printed out and just rolled up and glued together in a little roll. So now we start on the final section at the other end, and we had a few close shaves with the dog investigating what I was doing. Managed to stop her nibbling at the building, which is very good. So it's all going together now, and tidied up the roofs with some strips along the top, and you can see the sort of eaves. I've put coloured strips along the eaves of the roof, and there's actually still at this point quite a lot of detail to go on. Surprised how long it took. Chimney pots, more chimney stacks going on, and little sort of lintels for the doors and windows, and window ledges as well going on, and the little strip of different coloured brick going across the middle of the building. Here I've added little details like the posters, and also the glass roof above the sort of porch bit at the front. This was actually one of the trickiest bits to make, the sort of bay window part at the front. Made a tiny little bit of brick bit for the base, and then I used 0.5mm plasticard, painted that up for the window frame, but it was really tricky to cut and get it sort of sticking together straight. And for the roof bit on top, just some black paper folded into the right shape, and just kept playing with it basically until I got it as good as I could. And this was the sort of penultimate bit that I had to make. It was a 15-day project altogether, obviously not working on it solidly, but did something pretty much every day on it for 15 days. These are also from York Model Making, yorkmodelrail.com, the canopy brackets, and also the valencing you'll see in a minute. Really nice detailed laser cut stuff. I've used the valencing on the little shelter on the other side of Arley, so I had some of this left, and you can see they look rather good painted up. So yes, the final section, the sort of canopy roof, just I think it's actually overhead projector film that I used for the windows and the glass roofs, and just plastic hard little white strips, and the valencing is just stuck on directly. I'm using the edge of the mat to make the shape, and on it goes. Really pleased with how it's turned out. It's definitely the best and the biggest scratch building I've ever done, and yeah, it's going to look good on the layout. So let's take a look at it on the layout. There we go, it's in place. I'm so pleased that's done. That's a huge part of the layout really completed, and it allows me to move on to something else other than Arley, which is also good. So yeah, that's going to look really good. I'll try and get some shots around the other side of what it looks like from the platform side. Pretty good. Love it. So yeah, next thing I want to talk about really is what is the plan. I think making the other videos, the Halloween video and the tornado video, I found that they would have been a lot better if there was more scenery. Obviously I've got the trains running now, but really the only scenic bit is Arley at the moment. So I think the plan is, rather than going into the massive amount of detail that I've done there, I'm going to do less detail and more area, I think, and try and get at least some kind of base scenery down around as much of the layout as I can. I mean, this bit's easy. Now we can stick a base colour of paint down and put some static grass down. This is just going to be a bank down to the river, and this level here is going to be the river going underneath the bridge. That's going to be Victoria Bridge. I might have to do a simple version of that if I am going to carry on with this idea of getting a lot more scenery done quickly. I can do that bit. I've got some shaper sheet here, so I can carry on like we've got up to here, building up the shaper sheet over here. Then we'll have a board all along here, and I'll dig out that blue paint that I've used for the rest of the back scene and just do a simple blue back scene, and just at least get some landscape down with maybe, even if it's just static grass and ballasted track, and yeah, keep moving around sort of low detail and get as much done as possible to enable me to film more different videos really. But yeah, I'm really back into the railway, back into the channel as well, trying to grow the channel, and bursting with ideas. So yeah, much more to come. So please hit the like button and subscribe for plenty more videos to come. See you soon.